all searching for, I think, to some degree or another, an environment, a community, a idea, a philosophy, a way of conducting business within this sort of space. And once you come across it, you have this sort of attachment to the people, the idea, the project, etc.
If we make like more friendly, like we can see Islam Majlis, the environment here is more friendly, that attracts a lot of users. If we focus on these things to make like comfortable, if they feel comfortable and more friendly, then they will eager to explore the HAQQ ecosystem.
Our X account was not that active, but these days it's interesting, and I love those memes, and I'll be like, wow, they are improving, and I believe that we are making success every day. The Islam network and the HAQQ ecosystem is making success every day.
There is a fatwa on it. There are experts on board. There are various peoples, etc., that can provide this sort of security and this safety.
So that is the number one thing that I love about the HAQQ network and the Islam community. It's truth, and there's nothing like scam here. Everything is legit.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome one and all to another episode of HAQQ Talks. We have some fantastic members of our communities, very active, very vocal with us today. We have Brother Umair with us, Brother Joseph. How are we all doing, gentlemen? Saritiko, how are we doing? You okay?
Yeah, everything is good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too. I think I've had the pleasure of speaking to some of you on the various social channels, which has been absolutely fantastic. But this is obviously, as I say, an episode of community talks where we want to get to know our community, get to know the people, and sort of get to know yourselves and your journey here. So I think what we'll start with is if we go in the order of Brother Umair, Brother Joseph, if you could just individually let us know, how did you start on your journey to Islamic Coin and HAQQ Network, and how did you get here? Like, what brought you here?
Well, if I say about me, so it was like 2 years ago, I think, before Islam launched on exchanges, and it was like very early. The project was very early, so I found it through Telegram group. Firstly, I was engaged. Honestly, before 2 years, 3 years ago, I don't know much about. Didn't know much about crypto. So far, technical things and these things, I really didn't have had any idea about it. So, like before joining Islam, I just know about like Binance Exchange and Bitcoin and Ethereum. These were the main things in about crypto. So after that, I joined Islam group in Telegram. There was a lot of activities and engagement things. So from there was a lot of like thing. There were learning material I have learned from the group activities, and it got me very interested in the crypto, in crypto and Web3 era things. And just by engaging the activities, it was already interesting, and by engaging I have gained a lot of knowledge that got me interested not only in Islam but in crypto. After that, I joined like Discord, in Discord of Islam, and then from there I also learned with many like community members. I remember that Falcon was my very old friend here with Islam, and we almost there was joined together the Discord of Islam. And then we meet many peoples like ambassador in ambassador program. We meet Zainab, I remember Isa, and many other community members. Where I have gained a lot of knowledge and in the Web3, and I learned a lot actually. So this is my small journey about how I come to know about Islam and this Web3.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for sharing that, Umair. And it was very interesting to hear. Now, I'm curious to see how this may be similar or contrast to our other brothers on this call. So, Joseph, do you want to take us through your journey to ISLM and HAQQ Network? How did you find us?
Okay. I found about Islam and the HAQQ network. I think I was scrolling past the tweets a couple of years ago. I came across it was one of the Twitter influencer, like commonly known as Twitter influencer, was writing. He made a thread about Islamic and the HAQQ network. You understand? So I think then the Galaxy campaign was ongoing and the testnet. So then I was not I did not even know like more details about Islamic Coin and the HAQQ network. So all I did was to join the Discord, and I start participating on those testnet. You understand? Because we used to request for testnet token on Discord. This was how I started exploring Discord. Because then, like I'm more used to Telegram. You understand? I started participating on those testnets and Galaxy campaign. You understand? So from there, I started being an active community member. You understand? So as times goes on, I started finding the Islamic and Hack Network projects interesting. You understand? So I've been there since they started building, even till up to today. You understand? So this was how I found out about the Islamic coin and the Hack networks.
Brilliant. Thank you, Joseph. Again, I think this is bringing in the community aspect, and you hear about it and you come together, and there's various tools and mechanisms that obviously have brought people together. We're all searching for, I think, to some degree or another, an environment, a community, a idea, a philosophy, a way of conducting business within this sort of space. And once you come across it, you have this sort of attachment to the people, the idea, the project, etc. I think there's a lot of harmony in what we all say here, which is very interesting. Another question really is, and I think Brother Omer, you briefly touched on it there. I think we all know each other from Telegram, from Discord, from various places. We've all spoken at different times in different ways. But I think beyond sort of just our interaction, I think there's other community members as well. I obviously mean Brother Leo, Brother Two, your sister Zainab. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of us who have sort of coalesced around the project. We've been here for a while and we've developed these sort of relationships and these friendships. I actually remember, I don't know if you all do, but it was about 2-3 months ago, maybe 4, 5, 6 months ago or something. It was Brother Bull and Brother Romero having a really good laugh on Discord, taking the mick out of each other. And there was various talks about biryani and other such things. And
Biryani. Yeah, yeah. It was bringing a good environment to your community about biryanis and these things
yeah,
and
yeah.
halal food.
But that's the thing, isn't it? It has brought us together, but we have a community built on respect and friendship. How have you found your relationships within the community to develop? Because ISLM and HAQQ Network is in some ways unique because we are, as far as I'm aware, the only blockchain that's trying to do what we're trying to do at the scale we're trying to do it. And again, that's just in terms of my awareness. There may be other chains out there which I'm not aware of, but from what I can see and what I've observed and the research I've done, there isn't another network out there that's trying to do this on the same scale. So how have you found your interaction with the community, with the other members and other sort of brothers and sisters out there?
Well, I think because the main thing was that common interest. We have the common interest about the Islam and the ecosystem, and when the common interest meets, so interaction automatically get involved. So before I used to very much. I mean, I interact with every members like a good way. So they also whenever we interact in a good way, so they also keep interacting. And I remember that before there was a lot of members, but then Falcon and other community members, they keep when talking about very good things like about community and others unrelated thing with the things were unrelated but very it bring very good atmosphere to the community. So these things attract a lot of people from different culture, from different countries, and like that many people make they may friends. I remember that many months ago I really don't know much about very community members, but then keep engaging with the ecosystem and activities engaged organized by the HAQQ network. I came to meet. Firstly, I meet Bodhar Muhammad. He's also from Pakistan, from Karachi. He was my, I think, say first friend. Then Falcon, then sister Zainab, then sister. There was sister Maria for from Nigeria too, and then brother Isa and many other brothers. We have when we work together and for the community for HAQQ network. So we keep engaging with ourselves and many other like with the common interest. So by this when the main motto was learning about community, learning about HAQQ, learning about blockchain, and these common interests take us to like a friendship and a good environment between us. This was, I say, the main thing that keep us engaging between other community members, and have a good atmosphere with almost all the community members.
That's brilliant. That's fantastic. And I think that's a very good point you raised there. You know, sometimes in the chats, it's not just about obviously ISLM or HAQQ Network. Sometimes we
Yeah.
talk about just complete nonsense just for a bit of fun and a bit of excitement, which is
People
what
are
it's about.
actually more got involved into charts when there is about fun things.
Yeah.
Like previously, Falcon has arranged a tournament in chart. So this bring a lot of positive energy from a lot of community members to play the main thing about 2048 games. So a lot of community members are being engaged by that event, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of fun that create a lot of fun between the community and members.
Yeah, I think that's important. You know, you use the word
Yeah.
fun quite a lot, and I think it's important that people feel that it is fun. It does feel
Yeah.
homely. It does feel exciting. It's something that resonates with you as a person and resonates with
Yeah.
you throughout your day. So, and I'm glad that environment's being created. And I think I agree. You know, quite often I do look onto Discord or onto Telegram, and I'll have a really good chuckle at some of the things that have been written. I might not necessarily respond from that time, but it is quite interesting. Well, moving on to Brother Joseph for a second. Joseph, why don't you tell us, like, how are you finding your interactions with your community members, and how are you finding your time, and what does it mean to you?
Okay. I just think that we have like a positive atmosphere in those chats, like on Discord and on Telegram, and it's engaging too. You understand? And there are a lot of community members there. Like we used to interact, and like there are too many engagements there. Not just that you will just be there, only you. You understand? And I already met a lot of friends there. Like I already met a lot of friends like Brother Jin and even MacBook. We used to chat there. You understand? So and it's engaging. And I like how it is. You understand? Both I like it made us like we already knew it's known each other, like both in Discord and Telegram. Like whenever okay, we might just come there and just say hello, hello. They will try to engage you and you guys will just discuss that. And I like how engaging it is, like people ask questions because they want to know. Like they really want to know, not just that they are just there or just hello, hi, GM, or like, they just want to know. And people are also there to learn. You understand? And people are bringing in a lot of ideas and there are a lot of thoughts. You understand? So I think everything is okay. Everything is okay.
I think that's the thing. It comes back to that energy and that fun, and that whether you feel comfortable or at home. It goes that saying, you know, HAQQ Network and ISLM, it wasn't envisaged just to be a financial tool or a financial product. There's a broader atmosphere here. We want to create a big home for anybody who believed in ethical finance, or in particular Sharia-based finance. And I think for sure, SocialFi is also an aspect that has been targeted. I mean, you can see obviously with Chat, as you rightly say, there's games, there's chats, there's channels, you know, there's loads of stuff that you can do on there. And inshallah, in the coming weeks and months, we're going to see more functionality rolled out on that application, which will be very useful and very helpful. And at some point, I think fingers crossed, you know, absolutely, inshallah, it will become the premium destination for anybody who is of a Muslim or a variant and would like to use a social media platform or a communication platform. But coming back to sort of the HAQQ Network and ISLM, as opposed to sort of the individual communal journeys, I'd like to talk about ISLM for a second. In terms of ISLM, if we could just go around and you could just highlight, how do you use ISLM? Like, what is ISLM to you in terms of the product itself? Do you use products on HAQQ Network? Do you use products off HAQQ Network, etc., etc.? So starting off with the mayor again.
Yeah, well, for Islam, the most I can say the most the best product HAQQ Network has been launched in the last year is Atlas. So Atlas card, is the perfect, and I can say that many people were waiting for this product to use like prepaid cards to shopping and other material for other uses without any verification, strong verification. Just these are manual verification. You can easily make a prepaid card and use this for shoppings in many places. So these things in Pakistan, like I can say that there is no much option for making like these cards. It is very difficult to create a card even with that apps, they do not allow much for, yeah, like can say eight for the people's below 18, they're very difficult to use like these things, and they face a lot of difficulties. Above 18 there are also difficulties, like many apps do not allow. So by these integrations, there was a lot of positivity, like we can use the apps on a very e-commerce platforms to buy shoppings. In games, I usually use the Atlas cards for gaming buy packs and these things. And so it was very, I can say the best invention, yeah, or by HAQQ network was Atlas D app. Other than that, I used the liquidity pools of Islam to generate halal yield in the sushi pool. The best pool so far. There was also there's a communication, continuous communication in the charts about Deen pool, Deen and Islam pool in the Sushi swap. A lot of people are benefiting from it by investing their amount in the pools and generating a lot of good halal yields. I have also done it, and Feroza Finance, I have also invested in Feroza Finance. You can easily access businesses, real life businesses with very easy requirements without any need of any hustle. You can easily check the business, check details, each detail, and easily invest through the USDC on the HAQQ network. So I can say that these three products are the best things from the HAQQ network that I have seen in the last year. So yeah, best one is the Atlas D app, and then liquidity or liquidity pools of sushi swaps, and then you can say Firoza Finance.
That's brilliant. I mean, thank you for highlighting that. Your top three products. I mean, they are very interesting products indeed, and they can be used in various ways. As we're all aware, there's other products that have launched, and there's other that are going to be launched in the coming weeks and months that will be very exciting. But yeah, thank you, Mo, for that. Brother Joseph, over to you. What products do you use on HAQQ Network or ISLM, and what does it mean to you?
Okay. I'm super grateful because we know in my country here in Nigeria, so it's very difficult to get all these foreign card, purchase goods online. So I think that Atlas card, it's wonderful, and it's very super because I've been using this Atlas card to order a lot of things online on AliExpress. Most of the community member knows about me on Telegram because I used to make an order every month. I used to order things with that Atlas card. So like when I used to tell people that I don't need to fund with your Islam token, and they will be like, are you serious? Like because it's very difficult to get all those cards here. You understand? So, but that Atlas card made it possible through the help of Islam token. So I'm very grateful, and even you can actually stake Islam token too and aim too. So there's a lot of things you can do with that Islam token and aim too. So it's amazing. And I like it. It's interesting. You understand? So that is just this.
Well, again, you've picked up on Atlas, which I think is an excellent tool. And as you say, if there is difficulty or if there is friction, if you will, between yourself and accessing traditional banking services as a result of not being able to secure a banking card, this is a good method, I guess. Obviously, this is not financial advice, this is not legal advice, it's not advice of any kind, but it does seem Atlas does fill a gap within the market for what it could be used for. So thank you very much for your thoughts there, Joseph. So, Brother Amer, over to you. What would you like to see happen in the ecosystem in the nearest future?
Ecosystem is HAQQ system is very blooming. So I would like to see. Well, we have make like a meme chart we have make. So it will be a good thing. Like we make a lot of innovations in it. Already there are many innovations like crypto wallets. I think there is a mini app that is being developed like Quran and these things. So these we can make a lot of new innovations in it. Like we can add a lot of more Muslim features like videos, things. I remember that there was a lot of suggestions from the community that we should make something like a video feature feature, like we can watch videos like Islamic videos and these things, movies, and like the halal way, in the way halal movies, so we can see them in meme chart directly. So it will be good things to attract a lot of users, a lot of peoples in the meme chart, and other than that, I can say that we should make the community more like friendly and comfortable for everyone. There are a lot of very friendly community, and they made like if we make like more friendly, like we can see Islam Majlis, the environment here is there is more friendly, that attracts a lot of users. So if we focus on these things to make like comfortable for, if a person or Muslims come to the community, they should feel comfortable first. If they feel comfortable and more friendly, then they will eager to explore the HAQQ ecosystem, their DApps, the ecosystem things like Mean Chart, Atlas, and these things. So we should mainly focus on these things first. Like we have developed already many things, so we should mainly focus on these things first that we have already developed, to make them popular, to for their marketing, and to make them common among peoples, like in deafis that are using to using these apps for to making yields in halal way, and using DeFi protocols in a halal way. So we should must focus more on these the developments we have already made first, then going through the next development, the product we are launching. So
Hmm.
this is main suggestion for the
Yeah, very
ecosystem.
interesting. So your suggestion is essentially explore the products and provide more context around them before
Yeah.
proceeding to further development. Well, that's certainly an interesting an interesting choice, and I'm sure. I wonder what our brothers and sisters in the community think about this, and I do hope they will comment their thoughts and their suggestions when they read this in the comments section below. But over to you, Joseph. What do you think? What would you like to happen in the ISLM and HAQQ ecosystem in the coming weeks or months?
Okay. For me, I would say the Iceland is already making waves and it's improving. You understand? And I think um we're just looking forward to incorporating more usability and accessibility into the Islam ecosystem at the Hack Network. You understand? I just think that there is nothing more here, and I think when he did, like when I used to tell people about the Islam network and Hack Network, they'll be like they need more, like more sales availability, like more exchanges will be able to know about us. You understand, the Islam. So we know we are not on all exchanges, and I know everything is processed by step. You understand? So I just think that more sales availability, like more sales listening will be better, and it's going to make a lot of waves. You understand? And I don't think that there is nothing else. Because the teams are trying. Everything is okay. Even there was this time our X account was not that active, but these days it's interesting, and I love those memes. Like there's those little memes, and it's interesting, and I'll be like, wow, they're improving, and and I believe that we are making success every day. You understand? The Iceland network and the hack ecosystem is making success every day, and I believe that whatever the teams are working on, like to like whatever they're working on, like to make it like so that the community members are going to see it. I believe that they are all good things, because since I've joined this ecosystem, this HAQQ ecosystem, and Islamic this thing network, I've been seeing good things, and we are making progress every day. So kudos to the team. I like this.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you for that, Joseph. I do agree. I think we are making progress day by day, week by week. And that's the way with these things. We're not a meme coin. We're not, something that's a pump and dump. We're not a relatively small niche product that's going to just do one small thing. What we're trying to create is an entire foundational layer, which is a very big task in itself. It's not something that happens overnight. Dare I say, it's not something that happens over a couple of weeks or a couple of months. A layer one blockchain takes a very long time to curate and prepare. But we can see the fruits of labor from the last year or so. We can see the projects being deployed. We can see partnerships being struck, whether that's with the regulators in Indonesia or whether that's with, other partners that we currently have agreements with to provide financing through Firoza, or whether that's through our friends and partners who have helped us bring Barakah to the stage, whatever it is, you can see these things starting to come together. You can actually see how they may interact. For example, and again, I hasten to add, this is not financial advice, but this is just an example of how the ecosystem works together. Consider, obviously, ISLM that's received from a swap on Sushi Swap, and you believe that ISLM has a lot of upward potential and you don't want to get rid of that, but you do want to use Firoza. Well, then you could quite easily go to Barakah, put the ISLM in, get USDC out, agree to repay the USDC with whatever the rate is at some point in the near future, and that ISLM will be safe provided you agree with your contract. You could take the USDC to Firoza, take it out of Firoza, come back, etc. There's innovative uses for everything, and everything is slowly but surely going to come together. And I definitely agree that we're taking steps in the right direction. I am curious to sort of see your viewpoints on this. How do you feel ISLM and HAQQ Network complies with the Sharia? To be clear, we're not sheikhs or alims or, people of great scholarly wisdom of Islam and, great professors of Web3 and blockchains, etc. I'm not suggesting that, but just from a community perspective, just from our view as a community, how do you guys feel that ISLM and HAQQ Network complies with the Sharia?
HAQQ Network is from starting their the vision of HAQQ Network is to make a Sharia compliant ecosystem and fully Sharia compliant blockchain. So I don't see any non-Sharia things in Islam. We have fatwas, we have endorsement from Indonesia and Kenya ulama councils. We also registered in fully authorities in Indonesia. So the main about things about Sharia is that there should be no interest, there should be no like gambling like things, there should be no like non-halal things in the ecosystem. That we can already see that everything is being compliant and being fully resourced by the team. That team is fully focused on every product, that everything on the HAQQ Network is complying with the Sharia concept. Like you can say the thing Barca fee, we have repurchase agreements, that repurchase agreements and fixed fee that eliminates the concept of riba. Other than that, we can see the Firoza Finance with the gold backed businesses, that the main points that the main points of the Islamic finance, that we are following each our DApp or each our ecosystem, that is fully following the Shia principle, Shia finance, and there's nothing like that riba things or any non-Shia things. Everything is to the point and clear and transparent. Team is transparent. You can see every single thing, every single issues. I remember that there was an issue with the meme chat on Google Play. So team was so much transparent that they share each and everything to the community to make clear everything, so the community can feel that the team is honest and team is fully transparent. That is the main thing about Shia complaint, I think. And as far long as there is no non-Sharia things in the ecosystem, the HAQQ network is perfect for the ethical finance.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much. I think obviously the key point there is what the building blocks that surround HAQQ Network and what is being built upon HAQQ Network both comply with the code of the Sharia principles, and I think that's critical. I mean, at the end of the day, as Muslims and as we can't really transact in things that aren't Sharia compliant, which causes us quite a bit of angst when you're looking around at different places. What can I do? How are they? Is it right? And you have that shock, that fear, that doubt. Is it okay? Is it not okay? So it's nice to be able to find a place where you can come and comfortably sit and say, well, you know what? There is a fatwa on it. There are experts on board. There are various peoples, etc., that can provide this sort of security and this safety. And I think from my perspective, we're talking to various people within the team. I can say with some confidence that, Sharia, the Sharia sort of perspective, the importance of ensuring that is halal, the transactions are halal, the activities are halal, it is at the forefront of everyone's mind, which I think is obviously critically important. Joseph, over to you. Just sort of want to get your consideration on how you think ISLM and HAQQ network, and it complies with the Sharia aspects of the guidances.
Okay. Like the hack network, like we already know it's just a blockchain platform that follows the Islamic principle. And there is no scam zone here. You understand? Like everything here is legit because it's following the Islamic principle. You understand? And it's halal. And even the way, like there is this statement you made. We said we are not here for just the pump and dump scheme. You understand? Everything here is legit. Even when people like comes to realize that this is a Sharia compliant, they will be like I've been in the community and I've seen how like people used to interact there. You understand? And like I will repeat it again that there is no scam zone here. Like everything is legit and it's following the Islamic principle. You understand? And since hack is truth, everything is like the thing they're also saying the truth, not just those teams that are going to just say something about a project and they will not stand to it. But Islamic coin devs, they are going to say something and they are going to stand on it. So that is the number one thing that I love about the hack network and and the Islam community. You understand? It's truth and there's nothing like scam here. Everything is legit. You understand? So not other projects and their network like they are not legit and they are scams all over. But here there's no zero scam zone here. So that is just it.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for that, Joseph. And obviously, I completely agree. I think everyone's entitled to take their own view. At the end of the day, you have to take your own view. This is life, really, isn't it? I think some people take the view that meme coins may be acceptable. Others take the view that they're not. Personally, I fall into the category of no, they're not acceptable. I don't trade them. But on HAQQ Network, I think it's quite clear how we feel about it and how we're treating this moment. Now, gentlemen, I thank you very much for your time today. We probably may want to turn our minds to sort of conclusion remarks. So on that front, is there a message you'd like to send out to the rest of your community? Is there anything you'd like to say to them? Let's start with Brother Amar.
Well, for the investors, I would like to say that there were many investors, like I will say, they come from like quick profits. I can say that in the charts that many people are desperate and they want that quickly want that Islam to jump from 10x or 20x to make profit. So I would like to say that Islam is just not about making money and just a short term pump and just go. Islam is a foundation that we can use in our daily life in a long term, in a long vision. Like we can use Islam is building something very strong for the Muslim ummah, for everyone. Like, can say you want to use ethical finance and in a halal way, we are building something very strong. So we should when we invest in Islam, we shouldn't see that after a month or after a year the Islam will price will go and we will take profit. We should see the vision of Islam, that why are we investing in that. The vision is very I can say it is clear, that we are building something long vision for the hacker for ethical finance that we can use without any riba concepts and interest and another ethical things. So we should focus on these things and our developments the team has made, the ecosystem has made. We should see that first and make a proper research on that before investing. Not just we should think that invest for making money, because you can say that many projects I have seen in the past that just for the short term they just pump and just fade away. There is no strong foundation, no strong strong ecosystem, and they just can't stay compete in the market. So Islam is different and unique from them. We are building a strong ecosystem, strong layers of our products, so that we can stay in the long term. People can use Islam as a strong utility. So that is the main thing, but it will definitely take time to grow, because we are building from the start. I have seen the co-founder interviews. He also mentioned that we are building from the scratch. So that the main thing, the building from the scratch is not easy, but not impossible. Impossible. We are building and building and building. So we should just focus on the vision and focus on the vision of Islam. So definitely in the long term we will grow, and inshallah the future will be good for all the investors who will believe in the Islam vision.
Mashallah, that's very well put there. And I think one thing that I would say from my perspective, just touching on what you say there, is, everything has value, and value is different to different people. What is value to me might not be value to you, and what's value to you might not be value to me. I think it's important for everyone to just consider, in terms of what you hold, what is the actual value of that? Is the actual value in the long term to that more? Is the actual value to that in the long term less? And it's for us all individually to assess what something means to us and what value means to us. And obviously, as always, not financial advice. Obviously, if you want to go and do something, ensure you do your own research, etc. So thank you very much for that, Brother Omer. Brother Joseph, over to you. Final thoughts, anything you want to say to brothers and sisters before we close up?
All right. All I have to say is that, people used to complain about Islam going down in price, and the prices and the charts are going down. But they'll just have to understand the markets. You understand? Like, this is the market, this is the current market, and this is the current phase we are in. You understand? And like we all said, that this is actually the best time, and the best time to accumulate more Islam token. You understand? Accumulating them and staking them and using them for, we have today's activity, yes. You understand? So people should, like, we just need to believe in something.
On that note, I'd like to thank brothers Omer and Joseph for taking your time out, your precious, precious time, and joining us today and sharing your wisdomous words with us so people can hear and everything else. I'd like to welcome everybody within the community who listens to this podcast to, as I say, share it, but also join us on Discord, on Telegram, on X, on one of the various other social channels we have, including Instagram. We have various individual channels for people from different regions and speaking different dialects in the world. So it will allow that catering to your personal needs. So please do join us. And on that note, I'm going to conclude by saying Allah Hafiz and Assalamu Alaikum.